Hey guys, welcome back to another TV show review. So today, I just finished watching all 6 episodes of Ironheart, and this is my spoiler review. Now before I start this review, let me go ahead and say this first. I really enjoyed Ironheart's character in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, but when I heard that Marvel was making an Ironheart TV show, I'm not gonna lie, I was not that excited about it. But when the trailers for this show dropped on the internet, I thought they looked pretty solid, and I still wasn't too excited about it, but I thought to myself, I'll probably give it a chance. And now that I finally watched all 6 episodes of this show, guys, I gotta be honest, this show was low-key pretty good. I really thought this was a pretty good show, and I think it's one of Marvel's better TV shows. To those of y'all who were review bombing and hating on this show before it even came out, y'all are racist, y'all are stupid, and y'all deserve to be called out for your crimes against humanity. There are a bunch of things to process here, so let's break down the best and worst parts of the series. The first positive for this show is the Ironheart character herself. Dominique Thorne as Riri Williams aka Ironheart was great, and I really enjoyed her character in this show. Another positive for this show is Anthony Ramos as Parker Robbins aka the Hood. I thought Anthony Ramos was really good as the Hood in this show, and I thought he was a pretty good villain. Another positive for this show is the practical suit for Ironheart. I absolutely love how practical the suit for Ironheart is in the show, and I just love how it takes us back to classic Iron Man suit-up scenes instead of just relying on nanotech. Another positive for this show is the cinematography. The cinematography in this show looked really good, and for a Marvel TV show, this show actually had some good looking shots. Another positive for this show is the action. I thought the action in this show was pretty well choreographed, and I really enjoyed every single minute of it. Another positive for this show is that Mephisto finally made his MCU debut. It took them 4 years to finally introduce Mephisto in the MCU, and I'm so glad I waited 4 years for this. I think Sacha Baron Cohen is doing a really good job as Mephisto, and I really hope we see more of him in the future. And the final positive for this show is the ending. I really gotta give props to Marvel for the ending because I thought they were gonna play it safe by not making Riri sell her soul to Mephisto and just accept the fact that her friend Natalie is dead. But no, she actually does sell her soul to Mephisto so she can actually bring Natalie back from the dead. This might be a hot take, but I actually think the ending to the show is sweet and heartfelt. Now on to the negatives. The first negative for the show is the beginning. I think the beginning of the show was pretty slow, and I was not all the way interested in it until the very end. Another negative for this show is the pacing. I think this show does suffer from some pacing issues, and I just think the pacing could have been better. And the final negative for this show is the post-credit scene. I thought the post-credit scene was confusing, and it low-key disappointed me a little bit. Overall, I had a really fun time with this show, and I thought this was a fun little TV show about Ironheart, and I think that this is one of the better Marvel TV shows, and the rating I would give for this is a solid 7.5 out of 10. But anyways, yeah, that's my review of Ironheart, and thank you for watching. If you want to see more reviews like this, follow me for more. Peace out.